In this video, I'm going to share with you 29 points about what you should not do in Dubai. Be very, very careful. These 29 points are not taken from the internet, are not taken from any website or anything. It's from real hardcore experience because I lived in Dubai 40 kind of years. My parents also, in and around that time. And I have friends who have been there for 2 generations or three. In fact, I share these points with my clients who want to move to Dubai or get promoted or climb up in Dubai who have been there for a couple of years. So this stuff that I share with you is only people who have been there for since the 1980s would not only know, would not only acknowledge, but will share. So let's start with the good, bad, the ugly, everything that is there. Number one, and yeah, if I get any extra points, I'll share it with you. Okay, so it's maybe not 29. Number one, don't buy and believe into the marketing hype of Dubai. Yes, you see Habibi, come to Dubai and you'll see wonderful things, expensive gold gold plated cars, diamond encrusted fast cars, number plates which are like one, cars which are concept, buildings which are glittering, babes who are dancing with their bikinis and flaunting their assets and swimming pool, and then they'll tell you about nightlife. Yes, all this is there, but it's only for those people who have money and who have contacts and connections. So you can also enjoy this, but it's not going to be that simple. There are many other complex stories and layers that people don't talk about. And if you fall on the wrong side of any one of these, you can get into serious trouble. For example, very simple. They show in Dubai girls dressed up with their bikinis and sexy bodies and they're dancing to some beat. Well, if there was something illegal happening there, or you get into, kind of frisky business with a girl and someone complains, well, that story is never going to be published and nobody's going to talk about it. And if you end up behind bars or you end up in a prison or you're deported, nobody's going to talk about it and it's going to be shameful for you. That is why many people don't even publish this on social media. And yeah, so don't buy and believe into the marketing hype, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Oh, we are going to be the number one cryptocurrency city in the world, a futuristic city. We are going to do this, that. We will promise you unlimited, number of years, or buy this property and all. Laws, I have my previous video where I said, no, Dubai laws, like they change like you change your underwear, today it can be this, tomorrow it can be that. So don't buy and believe into the marketing hype of Dubai. They have a wonderful marketing machine. They make Dubai look like the Las Vegas of Dubai, which it is. But then remember, the Islamic flavor is always there. That's number one. Number two is, please don't take a credit card. Even if you get it for free, even if they pay you money, even if they give you a free gift and a credit card, return that credit card back. I worked with Citibank. I know the hidden costs. I know the hidden charges. I know all the games that they play. I know how they manage to trap you, lure you. You can have the discipline and the fortitude of a Spartan warrior. It all takes one mistake or one, like you didn't notice this and finish. I'll tell you, I thought I would never make the mistake of being impulsive with the credit card, even after working for a bank, even after making a mistake. And lo and behold, I did that after nearly 25 years. I made 25, 30 years. Yeah, I made a mistake. No. What am I saying? Age of 20, I worked for the bank. Age of 36. So after 16 or 17 years, I made one more mistake and that cost me more than, I think, 10 or 15,000 US dollars. One mistake, just one. So be careful. Don't take a credit card. Please, I'm telling you for your own good, don't take. Even if you get points, even if you say, no, I'll just spend only what I need, take a debit card. Much better with limited money so that if anyone steals or you lose or there is a scam, because remember, if someone gets your number and they withdraw the money, the bank will not pay you back. They'll say, we'll conduct an investigation. They will say that we'll do our due diligence. Don't worry. Nobody is going to pay you back. Once it's gone, it's gone. You will be blamed for it. Number three is don't take a long-term loan. People get fooled or into believing I'm going to live in Dubai forever. They take a 25-year, 10-year, 35. Okay, 10 years is also okay. But then what happens if you lose your job in between? Then you're stuck. You cannot get out of the country. You try to get out. if you don't pay your electricity bill, you don't pay your water bill, if you don't pay your phone bill, if you don't pay any government related bill, or you don't pay the bank charges, even if it is small, and they put a complaint and you try to leave the country, you will be arrested at the airport. Okay? You will be arrested, you will be locked up, you'll be dumped like a prisoner. There have been cases where even people who have been appointed as authorized signatory for a company and they just signed it, even though they were not responsible for it, but they were the authorized signatory. And when the owner cheated everyone, ran away, the guy who signed, he got behind bars. I know this because this is a close friend of mine. It will destroy your life. Please do not get into all that. And yeah, never take a long-term loan, because I'll tell you, you just don't know what is going to happen, when it's going to happen, when you lose your job. The way they dumped all the Emirates cabin crew, pilots, the employees during COVID. Yes, I know it's a black swan event, but the terminations are just suddenly and unexpected. And the minute they terminate you, their HR is supposed to inform the banks. The banks immediately they will put all the restrictions to ensure that you cannot leave the country. So please be careful. Number 4 is don't invest into UAE because you're not a citizen. If you're a citizen in a country, they'll not throw you out or they'll not be unfair with you. UAE, you are not a citizen. You can buy yourself a passport, but you're not a citizen. You can, with big money. I've got high net worth individuals who took my advice, who actually took my advice and refused to invest the millions and millions of dollars. In fact, I was very surprised to know that some of these multimillionaires get VIP, super VIP treatment, free travel, free stay, free hotel expenses, free food, even free extracurricular girls to everything else, free yacht parties, free... you get all that. You know what I'm talking about. All this was given for free just to entice them to invest. Okay. Remember, it is not your country. And the day things are not in your favor, the day you don't hold the cards, you're finished. So do not invest anything where it will pain you if you lose it because you're not a citizen. Remember, they can change the fine print. It's their country. You can't do anything about it. Okay, number 5. This one is where I have to blame myself. Don't fall for sales and impulse buying. I'm very guilty about this. This is one of my biggest addictions. Impulse, buying and sales. It's kind of crazy. I'll tell you, literally, maybe if let's say my whole net worth was 100, I have spent almost 60 into impulse buying and stuff I had to just literally give away at a throwaway price. So please, whenever there's a sale and they put in the paper, don't go there. Just don't go there because they will give you stuff they have to offload. And most of the time, it is not original. There is no way that, especially this Pierre Cardin sale and all that, there's no way if a product costs 100, they're going to give it to you for 10. Like they say 90% off. It's all bullshit. Have you ever seen Apple say, oh, we'll give you the Apple original product for 50% off? If someone sells you an iPhone at 50% brand new, you'll be like, wait a minute, something fishy. So use your common sense. Don't fall for sales. Don't fall for impulse buying. They make a lot of claims. There's a fine print. Don't fall for it. I fell for it my whole life. Okay. Number 6, also something I'm guilty of is don't get into the comfort zone. I got into comfort zone with money, with my contacts, connections with girls, with my lifestyle. I really thought I was invincible. I thought nothing could touch me. I thought I would never leave UAE. I thought UAE was my home. I thought I would live in UAE forever. I thought no matter what, I was never going to leave UAE. But lo and behold, today I'm at the age of 48. And I made a choice to leave UAE because I realized, and especially, that very powerful incident which I shared with you. I mean, after I got into the biggest feud with a guy who was very powerful, who had contacts, connections bigger than mine, and he put a ban and got me falsely deported from UAE. I managed to use my contacts to remove the ban because it was false. And you know how embarrassing it was when I came back to UAE. After living in UAE for almost 36 years at that time, when I came back, the immigration guy is asking me, looking at my Indian passport, what is your purpose of visit? After being 36 years in UAE, what is the purpose of your visit? And he was like, Fadal, Fadal, welcome, welcome to my country. I was like, okay. So, and if you don't have the visa, you're booted out. So don't get into the comfort zone. Don't think that is your country. Yeah, whatever. I've mentioned these points elsewhere also. Number 7, don't keep friends. I know this must be like, what? Don't get, trust me, Dubai friends are only there with you when you have the money, when you have the job, when you have the contacts, when you have the connections, when you have the girls, when you have something of benefit to them. When you lose all this, lose. Oh, they will just dump your ass like a hot potato. Uh, every friend, boy or girl, is there with you in Dubai because you're of some benefit to them. If you're of zero benefit, you lose your job, you lose your money, and you start being clingy, please help me, they will dump your ass. And friends are only there to use you, so you be there to use your friends. Simple as that. That's what I tell my clients. Number 8, don't lend money. If you lend money, you'll never get it back, at least in Dubai. And yes, anywhere in the world, but in Dubai, if you lend money, what are you going to do? Put the guy in jail? And if you run a company and you issue a check, if you're issued a check, if someone gives you a check, you'll never get the money back. You can take him to jail, you can put him in jail, he'll get out of jail. You'll never get your money back. Even if you win a court case, you'll never get your money back. And if you take that person to court, you'll end up losing more money than what you took from him. So please do not, which is another point. I think point number 30 is another extra point is don't accept checks. Don't accept checks. See, you should thank me for that. Don't accept checks for anything. Just don't accept PDCs. I'll tell you, you do not know when it's going to be a bad debt. And if it turns out to be a bad debt, you're finished. Okay, it can be a genuine person or it can be a scammer. Number 10 is don't do favors expecting anything in return. Many people help their relatives, their friends, they help even your own children. I know people who have literally, husband and wife have given their life savings to educate the child to complete in an Ivy League school, business school. Good child, everything great. But once the child got the degree, once the child got the citizenship which was required, well, now the parents are at the mercy of the child. It means child means he's grown up, and now he doesn't give a rat's ass. And they literally have to be polite and nice to him if he has to help them. Others, he embarrasses them and puts them in their place. And the father was crying and telling me this when he booked a session. So, yeah, don't do favors and expect anything in return, because you might help your brother, sister, mother, father, and especially your own relatives, brother, sister, mother, father. Once they get what they want, finished. And sometimes helping them is the biggest liability. Number 11 is don't get too famous. There is this kind of jealousy which is there in UAE for some reason. I don't know why. But the more famous you get, the more trouble you have. Let me put another point. I have just another point. Wait, let me write it down. So then I'll say, keep a low profile or keep no profile, because you don't know who's watching you. It's not just Big Brother. It's not the CID. It's, you just don't know who's your enmity, who would want to do something bad to you. So if you tend to get too famous, you fall under the scrutiny of your enemies, and that is a bad story. Social media, a lot of people who fake it till they make it. A lot of people who claim to have beautiful cars, beautiful babes, yacht parties, champagne, five-star restaurants. Most of them are faking it. Don't fall for it, because I'll tell you, Dubai is all about fake it till you make it. I'm telling you, I have clients who, if you look at them, you'll be like, oh, bloody hell, man. Oh, standing with Salman Khan. Oh, with the sheikh shaking hand. Oh, in this, Rolls Royce. I know they're real stories. I can't share it, but I'm telling you, social media, everything on the internet, if you have not seen it by yourself, not just, oh, you have a car and you spend time with the person, don't fall for it. Social media is fake. In Dubai, at least. Because, if you show big, then you're there. Number 13 is don't reveal stuff which is important to your office colleagues. Your office colleague and your office people are your biggest enemies, because if tomorrow there's a department, there's one promotion, don't expect your colleague to say, sir, you can give this promotion to him. Sir, you can give this 25%, 50% salary increase to him. He's my good friend. No, they'll try to bring you down. So don't give your trade secrets to them. And remember, I think we can just add on to this point. The person who will decide where your fate goes is your boss, especially in UAE, because they hold a lot of power where your visa is concerned, where the HR is concerned, where even feedback or recommendation to another company. Number 14, don't get into a relationship with someone too powerful. I'm not talking of sexual, I'm not talking of love. Any kind of relationship, if he's a powerful person, the more powerful, like they say in the Bible, no? The more powerful a person is, the more it can backfire you. Like in the Bible, I think there was this story of, I think Judith, or I'm not too sure. You get too close to a king, and one day if the king is in a bad mood and you're too close to him, he'll take a knife and just swish, and off goes your head. Why? Because you are standing too close to him, and nobody can touch him because he's powerful. I have had very powerful friends, and when they got into a bad mood, or we got into an ego clash, very dangerous. Number 15, do not post your real opinions online. Just don't do it. Anything that has a digital footprint of yours, it can be used, abused, misused, and especially if it is something controversial or something which has strong opinions. And please, the next point which I put is, don't criticize Islam, don't criticize the ruling family, do not under any circumstance criticize anyone the UAE says is important to them, including Israel. Yeah, Israel and Jews, which was not there before. Okay, wait 1 minute. Let me just make this up and down, because I give you another extra point. Then everything will go jumblux. Okay, point number 17. Someone gives you an offer that is too good to be true. It can be a girl, beautiful girl, falls in love with you. It can be a job, that very good salary. It can be, buy this laptop, I'll give it to you. I just bought it 80% less. 20% less, brand new. If something is too good to be true, generally is the case, it's a scam, or the person is misleading you, or the person is not telling you the whole truth. Or if it is employment, ooh la la, better stay away, because anything that offers you a guaranteed salary, guaranteed income, they're not telling you the fine print. Case in point, there was a job which was for an engineer offshore in this Palm Island. It happened very lately. So the guy got an offer. He asked me, should I take it? I said, why do you feel this offer is suspicious? He was my client for many years. He said, Loy, it offers me literally 5 to 6 times more than what I'm getting. 5 to 6 times is like bloody hell, man. And you've been in UAE for so long. I gave him a list of pointers to questions to ask. I told him to go there unannounced, as a visitor. And then, only then, he found out some of the loopholes is, you cannot resign from the company once you have signed the contract for the project, or you'll have to reimburse the company of all the charges. They have a very bad track record of people who have resigned. They literally make sure a non-competitive clause, and they sometimes even give you a ban. And because it is offshore, you literally have to wait 12 hours to get the boat to go there and to come back. And sometimes there are people who have stayed there for 3-4 days without being able to go back. And if there's a project deadline, you cannot take a day off. Maybe you'll have to work 3 months, 6 months with no overtime. So this he found out only because I and him worked together, and I checked with my contacts. So be careful if something is too good to be true. Number 18, hard work, yes, pays off. But in the reality of UAE, it's wasta, the magic word, W-A-S-T-A, no, W-A-A-S-T-A, wasta, A-A, whatever. It's who you know that matters. It's not just how hard you work. Remember, contacts, connections does a lot of wonders. How do you think I was able to stay in UAE with these tattoos? Which brings me to the next point. I'm just adding more points here. 1 second. Hard work pays off. I told you about Vasta. Okay. I'm giving you another additional point. You should be happy. In UAE, there are a lot of loopholes in a lot of systems, which only people who have lived in UAE know for a very long time. Like I told you, my tattoos. How was I able to get a visa when, even if you have a line on your face, they'll not approve your visa. Even if you have some tattoo here on the hand or something, they'll not approve your visa. How was it that I was able to get? Not only because of Asta, but because of loopholes. If you know the loopholes of the system, you'll succeed, you'll survive, you will thrive and grow. study the loopholes, find out what the loopholes, and if you don't know, ask someone. And if you still can't get someone to open up to you because it's very sacred, trade secrets, you can pay someone like me, and maybe you'll come to know the loopholes. Not that I know everything, but most of them, I live there. Number 20, don't buy and believe into people's promises. Everyone promises you the sun, moon, and stars. From the girl who wants your money, she'll tell you, I love you, I'll not breathe without you. All the girls who said, I can't breathe without you, are breathing very well today. Employers will promise you, if you work hard, after 3 months, I'll give you a promotion, take a low salary now. I'll give you a job guarantee. Don't worry, just come to UAE. Don't believe people's promises. Promises are meant to be broken. It's in UAE. Number 21 is don't get married to a girl in UAE. Why? Not that girls are bad, but because once you get a taste of the high life, good money, modern lifestyle, expensive living, you have to maintain that. And just as you have expectations, the girl also has expectations. She'll be very sweet, sexy, seductive, superb, simple, everything nice in UAE. Once you get married, you're legally bound, and there is a price to pay. And divorce may be a little easy in UAE, but there are a lot of complications. Please do not get married to a girl in UAE. Better than that, get married to someone whom comes from a very simple background. That also is not that easy. I've made volumes and videos about it, but let's stick to one point now. Don't get married to a girl in UAE. Girls in UAE come to UAE because they know the UAE culture, they know the UAE tradition. Not UAE as in authentic UAE. The bling, the money, the life, the success. That's why they're getting married to you. They would not get married to you if you're poor, working as a watchman or a security guard with a small salary. Yeah, they know what they're doing. So be careful, don't get married. Okay? And live in, also be smart. Number 22, don't think UAE is your country. Baba, UAE is not your country. Okay? The day you don't have money, the day you're sick, the day you're of no use, they will boot your ass out. If you have money to buy the visa, then you can live in UAE. If you have contacts, connections, yes, you can live in UAE. Trust me. The day you don't have money, the day you don't have a job, the day you don't have position, you don't have contacts, connections, country of origin. Okay, UAE is not your country. Just have a good time. It's like what I say now. UAE is like this prostitute in this nice little bar. You go there, oh my baby, I love you, and she's hot, she's beautiful, seductive, she'll love you, she'll touch you, you can touch her wherever you like, you can do whatever you like. She's like, you want to come? We'll do, all that stuff. Every day you can go. One day you go to her, hey babes, I've lost all my money, I don't have any money. Oh my poor baby, you don't have any money. Okay, sweetheart, see, listen, I have expenses. Don't mind, I have to be with the other client, customer. Nobody wants a broke ass. Sorry, but that's how UAE is. UAE is not your country. Number 23, don't get into a fight with the Imirati. Never get a fight in. Even if he is right, even if you are right, don't. Better. Because you just don't know who he knows. Anyway, it is not what you know, it's who you know. Or someone powerful, which both of them I made mistakes. I got into panga with someone very powerful, lots of money, contacts, connections. Biggest expensive regret of my life. Don't get into it. In fact, even if you have the evidence against someone powerful, just don't get. Yes, there are cases where people have won, but it doesn't come with a happy ending. Okay, a wounded lion will always come back. Emiratis are not to be messed with in their own country, at least. Number 24, don't get into a relationship with a Muslim Arab if you're not a Muslim and Arab. Okay, Lebanese, Syrian, whatever. Okay, unless you are filthy rich and you have filthy, large number of contacts. Because Muslim is Islam and they have a very big hold over it. And Arab, yes, brotherhood. So be careful there. Oh, I managed to get one more point. Very good. Let me just write it down. Okay. There are different parts of the Emirates. Sharjah, Dubai, Corfacan, Al Quwain, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah. I think I've said them all. Abu Dhabi. Each state, emirate has a different law, has a different feel, has a different texture. I know, hi-fi sounding words, but they have different laws. You can get away with a lot of stuff in Dubai, which you can't get away with in Sharjah because they follow Saudi protocol, which obviously you can't It doesn't work in Abu Dhabi because they have a lot of importance for locals. Korfagan, slightly laid back, but Ras Al Khaimah. Everything the Imirati says is correct because they are intertwined. It's not very modern. Ajman, a mixed bag, but then again, very outdated practices. So be careful. Dubai is the most modern, most educated. Abu Dhabi is second. So fine if it's there. Anywhere else, it gets back to us. So be careful which part of UAE you are. Number 26 is Emiratis are good people, but they are very reserved. They have their own culture, tradition, religion to preserve. Don't get overly close with an Emirati. It's great to have a contact, but keep a distance. Don't fall for the hospitality, kindness, because the more close he gets to you, the more problematic it is. This one might sound very silly, but don't drink and drive, because if you do drink and drive, there is a problem and a big fine and jail. And then if you drink and drive and get an accident, your life can be destroyed. You'll have to pay blood money. And there are many cases where people have been destroyed because of this. Number 28, I know, should be obvious, but don't do anything illegal because they don't advertise this. But if you're caught, especially with drugs, smuggling, or association with some banned group, literally, I'm not joking, you can be behind bars for 30 plus years with no justice. And no, even sometimes if you get into the wrong side with someone very powerful, they'll not even have a court hearing. Straight away, put you behind in a prison and throw away the keys. I'm telling you this with facts. I can't take the names, but there are people who have literally gone on the wrong side. Don't do anything illegal. It's not your country. Number 29 is don't take legal documentation lightly, like the no objection before you change your job or leave the country or go for a holiday or you don't have any criminal record. Do not take them lightly. Even if you don't need it, if you can get it, no objection, free to travel or no police record, take it. It always helps because you just don't know who's going to do something or when the system will just malfunction and have problems. Number 30, this is silly, but it's most important. Majority of the people take their health for granted. From the food they eat, the lifestyle that they live, the stress that they take, the never-ending hours they work. They just like to live fast and furious. Don't take your health for granted. You'll regret it because Dubai, the medical, this thing is super expensive, very, very expensive. And I know so many people who thought they were healthy, ended up getting diabetes, blood pressure, heart-related issues. And if you get some, you're diabetic, blood pressure, whatever, or you get a stroke, your life is over. I know many people who have bounced back, getting their health in place, but the repercussions of that, imagine losing 10, 5, 10, 15 years of your savings just because of that one neglect. And the worst thing is diabetes, blood pressure, heart, and cholesterol. Almost everyone I know has it. Okay, so take care of your health. Don't neglect it. Number 31 is don't start a business expecting wonders. You start a business to survive, but then again, it ends up always in a loss. And I told you, plenty of scams. And the business can be one of the biggest liability and curse of your life. So don't think starting a business is an easy way out. Yes, very romantic. Be your own boss, do your own thing. It's your own product. Where there is big money, there is big reward, big risk, big plus point, big minus point. And I know a lot of people who businesses were running well. One mistake, just one, unexpected, not their fault. From partner cheating to environment conditions, anything, you'll be destroyed. And once your business fails, it's not like, oh, I shut down business, I can go home. No, many of them will not let you go, and some of them are stuck in UAE because their business failed. I've even cases where they're literally living in their car because they can't afford anything and they can't get out of the country. Okay, number 32 is don't get addicted to the Dubai life. They say, the air of Dubai is different. Yes, it's fun. The malls, the movies, the magic, the girls, the fun, the restaurants. It's an amazing life. Dubai is, wow. just don't get used to it, because one day you might be asked to leave. Thankfully for me, I came to peace with myself when I had to leave and wanted to leave. That's why many people ask me, don't you miss Dubai? Don't you want to come back to Dubai? I'll pay you money. I'll take care of your expense. Obviously, I can't come back because of my anti-Islamic and uh, they call it anti-Islamic, anti-Muslim, anti-whatever, anti-uncle. I've spoken even about the ruling family. I can be arrested at any point. So I don't want to go back. And anyway, even if I had a clean record, I wouldn't want to go back for what? So don't get used to that Dubai life. It's very luxurious, very addictive, a lot of fun. I know some people are ready to die. They'll spend everything, but they'll never want to leave Dubai. There are many people. In fact, I know a lot of multimillionaire Indians who know that if they go back to India, they'll have to declare the money and everything and pay tax. So they prefer to live and die in Dubai. Last, if not the least, which nobody talks about, is don't assume there is no hidden stories. Racism is the biggest one, corporate racism. There's plenty of it. Unfair treatment at work, illegally changing the contract. Corporate racism, no, and the corporate jumbalaks, as I call it, massive. How I know it is because I'm in the industry where people pay me money for this, for my advice, for getting jobs. I know what is the fine print. Understand this much: there is massive amount of corporate racism. Yes, you need to have talent. Yes, you need to have skill. Yes, you need to have experience. But at the end of the day, it's not merit based only. Okay, a lot of ass kissing, a lot of your passport matters, and depends which company you're working for. And the more powerful they are, the less power, less benefits, not benefits, the less leverage you have. And yes, any day, white skin will get paid more than you, Emirati much more than you, and then depending on which passport you have after all that. If you're South African white, more than you. Australian, yes, much more. Whites also have their hierarchy. I know the hierarchy of some of the government agencies, companies, whatever, unofficially. But, I keep it to myself. It always helps. Trade secrets, yeah. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. I could speak about where to bullshit, how to bullshit, loopholes. But then why would you take my service after that? Yeah. Let me know. What do you agree, disagree? Have any questions? Comment down below. And yeah, feel free. Want to join my WhatsApp group? Not that I'm going to give you jobs, but just want to network. Oh yeah, I can send you the link. And let me know if I missed any points. Type out your questions, type out your comments. I always read them. And do you like videos like this? If yes, comment. I'll make more. Take care.